everyone. Let me welcome you all this morning here to the Center of Peace. I'm truly delighted to see you all here, as I always am. It's a good morning. Welcome to our Sunday morning celebration. My name is Twana Malone. I'm the senior minister here at the Center of Peace, and my pronouns are she, her, and they. This morning, we have a wonderful service in store. We have our professional, licensed spiritual practitioners leading our service this morning. Leading us in our meditation is Cynthia Banks. Leading us this morning in the ringing of our chakra bowl is Callista Dorsey. And it's just really to give us an opportunity to begin to bring our attention and our awareness into the room and into the space and into our body and to become fully present in the presence itself. During our treatment this morning is Barbara Jones, and leading us in our selected and sacred readings is Marilyn Watkins. Holding consciousness for us this morning, knowing the truth about our time together and its unfolding in a wonderful and magnificent way, is Deb Napper and Susan Saunders. Both will be in quiet repose prayer during that time. Our music today is being sung forth through Marcy Francis. Greeting all who walk in the space. I believe that's Sheila Denikin over there. Yes. Yes. And on the ones, twos, and threes, we have Al, Nicole, Vern, and Sophia. So I think that we are all set and ready to go this morning. Let me just pause or go back and welcome all who are joining us online through our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Welcome. So with that, let me turn it over to Cynthia and invite you all just to begin to take this moment to turn within.
Good morning. Okay, I would like everyone to just either close their eyes or, if you feel better, just soften your gaze or lower your gaze. And take a nice, deep breath, filling your lungs and your belly. And slowly exhale. And let us take another deep breath. And slowly exhale. Now just begin to breathe at your normal rhythm and pace, relaxing into it. And gently scan your body, seeking out places where you might find a little tension. Your scalp, your forehead. Let your jaw drop. Let your shoulders relax. And wherever you feel tension, just let it dissolve. And as you continue to breathe, know that each breath is the breath of life. It is the breath of Source, filling you, enlivening you. Feel the air on your skin. And realize that you are one with it. And as such, you are one with each and every individual, for it touches all of us. enjoy the sensation of feeling that. Enjoy the knowledge of knowing that you are one with everything. And feel the lightness that this knowledge brings. The feeling of floating, of being suspended. Yet knowing that you are supported and safe. For as you know that all is source, all is God, and as you know that it envelops you, it cradles you, that you are a part of it, as is each and every individual. This is unity. This is oneness. It is light. It is soft. It is carefree. And as you relax in this feeling, just know that you are cared for, you are loved, you are supported. By that loving presence that is Source. Always available to you. You only need open up and relax into it. And as we feel this oneness, this unity, this love, know that it is always there. It never leaves you. It cannot nor will not desert you. You take it with you wherever you go. And at any time, all you need to do is take a few deep, cleansing breaths to remind you that you are one with everything. You can bring your awareness back to the room now and rest assured that you are love, peace, and joy. And so it is.
How delightful, how delightful, how delightful it is to have you join with me in this quiet space, releasing all the hustle and bustle and settling into what we know to be the truth. God is, life is, love is. Satisfaction is, fulfillment is, joy is our divine right. Because the first cause of all that there is life, is God, is spirit, is love. The source of who and what we are, the source of all that is, eternally flowing through each and every one of its creations. There is only one life, one life, one source, one. That life is perfect. That life is my life and your life. It is life. It is life forevermore. And in this moment of pause, we get to acknowledge and recognize it flowing through us, invigorating us, satisfying us, filling us with a peace that surpasses all understanding. God is. And I am an extension of that one. It is the only way. It is the way of life. God is, I am, we are. We are here. We are happy. We are alive. And I give thanks for this day. I am so, so grateful for each and every one of us who have come through this door, each and every one of us who are online, each and every one of us who have joined in with this center of peace idea that is forever expanding out into the world, because we are the extensions of that love and that light and that life. I do bless this day knowing that it is unfolding with ease and grace. And as it unfolds, we take this moment to just say thank you. Thank you for those who have come before us. So grateful to say out loud, have you joined me to acknowledge the love of Reverend Sheila Pierce, the love of Mary Hurdle, Nia Nandi, Norma Cobbs, all of those who have come before us, Reverend Marie, and poured into us so that we might continue to live this life and live it abundantly in freedom. We are so grateful. Today is another day to say thank you, because we know life is forever continuing, and we are moving and grooving through life. We get to say thank you and celebrate Babs on this day. We know that life is for us and always spiraling us to a greater yet to be. We celebrate today the joy that just oozes through our veins. We have come together to share, to greet, to look into each other's eyes, to know that life is real and it is now, and we are living it abundantly. And I do give thanks knowing that the word that comes forth today just continues to inspire us, ignite us to live in our freedom, to live as light, to live releasing everything that no longer serves us, and to live victoriously, embracing the new, embracing the changes, embracing all that comes before us with ease and grace, because we know that we know that we know that God is, and we are never, ever alone. God is. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because I know I am victorious in all things, because God is, and we are one with it. So we just say thank you, thank you, thank you, as we allow this service and this party to continue. We say thank you to each and every one who prepared the space. We say thank you for the vessels whom the music comes through. We say thank you for each one of us as we clap and tap our feet and get up and dance. We just say thank you, life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we place these words into the activity of the law, which we know is always saying yes to our will, because we are loved. And we anchor together by saying, and so it is. So it is.
Thank you, Barbara, for that wonderful treatment and that prayer. And thank you, Cynthia, for that beautiful meditation. Thank you. All right. I'd like to invite you all now just simply to turn your attention to our vision and our mission. In the backs of your chairs, there's a card that looks like this. It has QR codes on it. You can use your phone to download our vision and our mission. It is also behind me to my right. So if you would please join me in the reading of our vision. Our vision. a loving and peaceful world where all of humanity is honored as the divinity within is experienced. And our mission, the Center of Peace, is a loving, inclusive, and vibrant community that utilizes and demonstrates spiritual principles and practices to cultivate powerful individuals who together create peace throughout the world. And so it is. And now I'd like to invite you to stand and join us in the singing of our congregational song, I Am One. Again, you can download the lyrics to the song if you find the card in the backs of your chairs. Use one of the top QR code. Also, the lyrics have been printed, and Sheila can get you a copy of the lyrics if you'd like to be able to sing along with us as we sing our congregational song written by our licensed retired practitioner, Bayless Webb.
I'm one with Spirit, the Holy Spirit, and it dwells inside of me. This perfect Spirit, pure loving Spirit, rests in everything I see. God walks beside me, protects and guides me. It's never with me. Wherever I go, I trust His power, God's healing power. Its love surrounds me, and this I know. I live in Spirit, I breathe in Spirit. It lives within me, and so I am a Spirit, I think a Spirit. Its life is my life. I know God's life is my life. I know God's life is my life. I know.
So let us just take in this moment that we all have consciously created together and not miss out on this moment to look into somebody's eyes and to welcome them here this morning, acknowledging their humanity. Welcome them. Let them know that they matter. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. You may be seated. So here at the Center of Peace, we are an open and affirming community. All are welcome here at the Center of Peace. And so if this is your first time at the Center of Peace on a Sunday morning, celebrating love and celebrating life with us, we'd love to be able to take a moment just to acknowledge you and to welcome you. So if you feel comfortable enough to stand, please do. If not, all right, we know you're here. So Center of Peace, if you would, join me in just allowing love simply to flow through our hearts, from our hearts through our hands, as we just say, welcome to the Center of Peace.
Welcome to the Center of Peace.
We know who you really and truly are.
We know who you really and truly are.
A unique and divine expression of love itself.
A unique and divine expression of love itself.
A perfect emanation of life. We honor you, and we welcome you. Welcome to the Center of Peace. Yeah. So after service today, please do check in with our first-time visitors. Let them know that they're welcome here and that they are loved. All right. I think we are ready for our announcements, and our new board president, Miss Marie Amy Taylor. is going to be doing our announcements. I think I'm up first. We have our next grief support circle, May 26th at 1 p.m. here at the Center of Peace. It's free. It's open to the community. You can invite people in to come and be with us. Excuse me, we invite a grief specialist, someone who has been working with grief for a long time now to support us in our healing. There's been lots of transition in this community, and so it's a wonderful opportunity, and we want to make sure that you know about it. Put it on your calendar. We had a circle last Sunday. It was wonderful. Truly, it was what we all needed. So I'm complete.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to bring up Deb Ford and Tricia Grady, who are going to talk about new member orientation. Oh, there's Tricia.
Good morning. A new members orientation is scheduled for May 12th, which is Mother's Day, 1 to 2:30. Not sure if that date works for anyone who's interested in becoming a member. If it doesn't, we can do something online. The new member ceremony will be May 19th, which I believe is the following Sunday, both here at the center. So feel free to contact anyone on the membership committee. That will be myself, Deborah Ford, Carletta Murray, and Rita Naylor. Thank you.
Thank you, Tricia. Thank you very much. Alima and Betty are away from us this morning preparing for our celebration of Babs a little bit later on, so they asked me to share with you their upcoming workshop entitled Tuning In, Transforming Your Health Through Vibrational Healing. And I want to know, any of us within the past 24 hours had a sound bath? If you'd raise your hand. All righty. So we're really in good shape right this minute. They would like for you to join them for a transformational journey into the world of sound healing, where we will explore the profound impact of sound vibrations and how they can have an effect on our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Drawing from ancient wisdom and modern science, we will uncover the power of sound to harmonize the mind, body, and soul, offering a holistic approach to health and healing. Our bodies have the ability to heal itself. We facilitate that healing through the use of sound. In other words, we facilitate you getting back in tune. Whoa. Please join us for a fun-filled and informative day. This is Wednesday, May 25th, from 10 until 2. It will be right here. What'd I say? Shoot. Saturday, May 25th. There's no Wednesday on here anywhere. What the heck? All right. Saturday. Don't come on Wednesday. Come on Saturday. Right here. It will be facilitated by Betty and Alima. And you can go on Breeze. You can now go on Breeze. And there's a link also that you can register and pay for it. It's $55. And believe you me, there are those of us in this room that would say it is worth 3 times that much. So they want you to know, dress comfortably and wear socks. Wear socks. Wear socks. All right. To enjoy the experience. All right. Next, Sandy. Sandy Forrest going to share with us the Mindful Listening Workshop.
Good morning, Center of Peace. I don't know how many of you attended last year. You know, we were part of a project Listening, and we conducted a workshop as a result of that project for the whole of Center of Peace. How many here attended the workshop? It was on Zoom. Well, good. We have a good number of people who will be able to attend this year. The workshop is on Saturday, June 8th. It's on Zoom from 1 to 4. There is a $30 registration fee. And just let me say a little bit about listening. Listening is a gift you give to others. Listening is how you deepen your relationships. You cannot listen unless you can get out the way. Think on that for a minute. So I encourage you, as a way of bringing peace to the world, to expand your listening ability. So I invite you to this workshop. I hope to see you there. Thanks.
Thank you, Sandy. Now, Ayenda, if you could come up and share with us some of our ongoing and upcoming initiatives that are a part of Beyond the Four Walls.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know you don't like for me to go
You know
so
I
far.
don't.
I know.
Oh, hi. Happy Sunday. Okay, Beyond the Four Walls. All right, so starting with I was happy to see someone. I'm sorry. Coffee with Rev. Okay, so we're full for May 1st. We're filled there. But June 1st, we have 2 more slots. So you have a chance. We're going to meet on June 1st, May and June 1st at 10 a.m. at Ultimo Coffee. It's around the corner, 5901 Wayne. That's Wayne and Rittenhouse. And those 2 slots are available on a first come, first serve basis. So RSVP now, as soon as you can, okay? Next, Philly Pride Fest. So we're going to show up at Philly Pride Fest. So stay tuned. Mark your calendars for Sunday, June the 2nd. We're going to go live on Instagram to let you know where we're located. We won't find out until that morning, so we're going to let you know. So tune in. We're still in the planning process, so we'll let you know. And lastly, beach days. So we have dates. We have 3 dates, June 12th, July 17th, and August the 21st, okay? That's going to be in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's once a month on Wednesdays on those dates from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's just a nice midday. Just get a chance to break the monotony and come on out and relax with us, okay? All right, I am complete. Back to you.
Thank you, Ayenda. All right, happy birthday to all who have a birthday in April, and there'll be cake after service. And as always, we remind you that beverages must have a lid on them. Please be mindful not to leave things behind. And you can get on our mailing list by downloading our QR code. Please check our website for more information about the Center of Peace, all one word, .org. Like us, follow us, and subscribe on all social media platforms. And finally, a word about our amazing practitioners. They are available after service for prayer, meditation throughout the week, and you can also have contact info on them on our website, thecenterofpeace.org. And I'm complete.
Thank you, Marie. All right, this morning we have a belief in action, and that is where someone from the congregation comes forward and shares about a demonstration in their life based on the use of the principles and practices that we talk about. It's a very important piece of our Sunday morning celebration because we get to share with others our experience in our lives in real time. We get to try to simplify what the principles are stating and how we can come to practice them in our own lives. So if you'd like to do a belief in action, you just need to contact Callista Dorsey, and she'll tell you everything you need to know so that on a Sunday, you too can get up here and share. So now I want you all please to consider doing a belief in action. All right, Zuma.
Good morning, family. Good morning. So last night at 10 o'clock, I get a phone call from Chardonnay. Those of you who don't know, Chardonnay is my 23-year-old. I didn't birth her, but she's mine. Saying, sobbing, "We can't find my dad." I inhaled. I didn't exhale. The principles, the declarations: I believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thought and acts upon it. I believe in the healing of the sick through the power of this mind. I believe in the control of conditions through the power of this mind. So I jumped in the car, Lovable and I jumped in the car, went and got her, and I was still, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe because what I was seeing was not the truth of who her father is. I was not seeing, I was in seeing a body. I was seeing a body, I was thinking the worst. It was everything I could do to not burst into tears myself. Anyway, I went and picked her up. We were on our way driving to his neighborhood, and meanwhile she's calling hospitals, and the hospital she's calling, no one by that name, no one by that name. And during this time, this whole time, I'm doing what's called an argumentative treatment. An argumentative treatment is where my mind is telling me all the wrong things, and I'm arguing with myself. Come to the truth, come to the truth, come to the truth, recognize the truth, recognize the truth. And at the point where I did, I was actually able to exhale. I swear I couldn't breathe. I exhaled. No sooner I exhaled, the next hospital she called, they had her father there. And the fact that she was able to call him by name and they were able to say to him by name, that ensured at the very least that he was physically on the planet. I'm calm. I'm focused solely on the truth at this point. I had left my phone home, so I decided to go home to get my phone, which was on the way to the hospital. He was at Temple main campus. I decided to go home to get my phone. On the way there, her cousin calls to say she's on her way to the house to pick Chardonnay up. Chardonnay lives right down the street from me. And it's just all synchronized just so beautifully. Literally, her cousin had pulled up. I was in the car behind her. She got out the car, they went to the hospital. When they get to the hospital, they tell her that they couldn't see him, that he was in trauma. They couldn't see him. The wife couldn't see him. Chardonnay couldn't see him. The cousin couldn't. The niece couldn't see him. Nobody could see him. And I stayed in prayer. At this point, I'm home. I'm laying down. I'm home. And I'm continuing to stay in prayer and to stay in prayer and to stay in prayer. She texts me at 3 a.m. and I just happened to be awake. Because my phone was not on. It was on silent, so I couldn't even hear the phone. I happened to look at the phone. And she let me know that she was able to see him. She was able to talk to him, that he is conscious, that he is aware for the most part. He had some issues to begin with, but he is aware. And that's the point where we are right now. He's conscious. He's aware. She found him. I could breathe, knowing the truth of who he is. And so it is.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone feeling? Well, I'm going to dedicate the two songs that I'm singing to Babs, my best friend, really missing her, sending her lots of love. The African song is called Aramile. Say, my body feels well this day.
My body feels well.
Come on, let's raise your hands up high. Raise them up high. Say, I thank you for this day.
I thank you for this day.
I'm so grateful for this day.
I'm so grateful for this day.
Take a deep breath in. Put your hand over your heart. Say, I am love.
I am love.
I am peace.
I am peace.
And so it is.
And so it is.
The song, the West African song, which is one of her good songs that she loved, was Aramile. Can you say Aramile? Aramile. Aramile, oh yeah, yeah.
Aramile, oh yeah, yeah.
It's a West African song, and it's a call and response. And what you're saying, my body feels well this day. Can you say it again?
My body feels well this day. Claim it.
You ready?
Yes.
Come on, let's take a deep breath in. Exhale out. Haramale, haramale, oh, oh, oh. Haramale, oh, yeah, yeah. Haramale, haramale, oh, oh, oh. Sing it with me. Haramale, oh, yeah, yeah. Haramale, haramale, oh, oh, oh.
Aramale, oh yeah, yeah.
Haramale, haramale, oh, oh, oh.
Aramale, oh yeah, yeah.
Haramale, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Haramale, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Haramale, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Haramale, 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 oh yeah, yeah. Come on, let me hear some hand clapping. Feel it. Got to bring up the vibration. Can you feel it? Haramale, haramale, oh, oh, oh. Haramale, oh, yeah, yeah. Haramale, haramale, oh, oh, oh. Haramale, oh, yeah, yeah. Haramale, 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 oh, yeah, yeah. Come on, take up some more. Hey! Can y'all feel it? Fire! Give me a little bit. These are my teachers. Thank you.
That was awesome. Thank you. All right, everyone, please stand and repeat this affirmation with me. Okay. I am one with the one.
I am one with the one.
I feel harmony between myself and the universe.
I feel harmony between myself and
The universe around me.
the universe around me.
I am thankful for my connection with God
I am thankful for my connection with God
and the oneness in us all.
and the oneness in us all.
Okay, you may be seated. And so it is. The reading is taken from Living the Science of Mind. It's titled, The Presence is Peace, Joy, and Beauty. All people desire a personal God, and in our system of thought, we may be certain that spirit is personal to everyone who personifies it. If the Spirit is omnipresent and undivided, it is at the very center of our being, and each one of us is a unique representative of this omnipresent one. Kipling said, "Each in his separate star shall draw the thing as he sees it, for the God of things as they are." Most certainly, God is personal to everyone, and the wonderful thing is that each represents God in a unique way. Each individualizes God, and no two individualizations are identical. Thus, the personality of God is not only real to us, but it is uniquely real. To sense the divine person back of each act and the divine direction back of each thought is both scientific and sensible. Moreover, without such a sense, there would be no warmth or color in our work. Every treatment should be filled with the atmosphere of helpfulness, proceeding from our realization that we are recognizing God in our patient, the God who is personified through him, personal to him, individualized in him. Instead of denying that God is personal to each one of us, we emphasize such personalness. Indeed, it is one of the chief cornerstones of the whole spiritual structure, this whole philosophic system of thought. Not only is there a presence within us which directly responds to us, there is also a law operating through us which obeys the will of this presence. Since this presence is peace, joy, and beauty, and since it must be harmony and wholeness, we may be sure that these qualities seek expression through our activities, seek manifestation in everything that we do, say, and think. Or, as Jesus said to the woman at the well, "For the Father seeketh such." And so it is. That was submitted by our licensed practitioner, Susan Saunders. Thank you.
How's everybody feeling? Feel real good?
Yes, around the leg.
Okay, about ready?
Going with you for a ride.
I know a place. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody worried, y'all, about the smiling faces. Just lying to the races. Come on and help me, y'all. I'll take you there. Can y'all come and help me? I'll take you there. I'm gonna try it again. I know a place. Ain't nobody crying. I'll take you there. Ain't nobody worried, y'all. I'll take you there. About the smiling faces. I'll take you there. Lying to the races, y'all. I'll take you there. Come on and help me, y'all. I'll take you there. Hey, come on and help me, y'all. I'll take you there. Come on and help me, y'all. I'll take you there. I know a place. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody worried, y'all. Just lying to the races, y'all. Come on and help me, y'all. I'll take you there. Oh, come on and help me, y'all. I'll take you there. Come on, Will, play a little bit. song, y'all. Are you with me? Yes. Hey. Good medicine, good medicine. Hey! I'm changing the words of the song, y'all. Y'all with me? Right, yes. Can I hear y'all say yes? Check it out. I am light. Say I am light.
I am light.
All right, now check it out. Check the song. I'm a sweet, sweet lady, and I don't do nothing shady. People walking around with their pants hanging down. You gotta get into the light, the light. Do, 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 get right. Do, 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 the light. Come on, the light. Do, 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 get right. Come on now. The light, the light. Do, 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 get right. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. I just made it up. Y'all help me out. I'ma start again. I'm a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. And we don't do nothing shady. People walking around with their heads down on that phone. On the phone. You gotta get into the light, the light. Do, 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 get right. Do, 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 the light. Do, 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 get right. Woo! Do, 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 the light. Do, 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 get right. Do, 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 the light. Do, 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 get right. Y'all light? Say I am light. I am light. Light all around me. Light all around. Light within me. Light within me. I send light to the world. I send love to the world. Send peace to the world. Send love all around. Thank you.
Please give Marcy Francis, Will, Kamara, and Janet a real round of applause. Thank you. All right. So we are still working with oneness, a day at a time. And our theme for the month of April, I'm sorry, I lost my page here. Let me get this back up quick. Oneness, a day at a time. And our theme for the month of April, fully robed. Fully robed. We like to start with spiritual principles, or I like to start with spiritual principles. To help get me grounded and centered and anchored. The spiritual principles is also known as what we believe, written by Ernest Holmes some 100 years ago. It doesn't incorporate all of what we're calling spiritual principles. I believe it was said that he penned this. He was, when once upon a time he was being interviewed and someone asked, "What do you believe?" And so he just kind of rattled it off and it caught and it stuck. But there are lots of principles. So here we go. This morning we're working with spiritual principle number 1, and simply it states we believe in God. the living spirit, almighty one, indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. We believe this one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. Spiritual principle number 2, we believe in the individualization of the spirit in us, and that all people are individualizations of the one spirit. Spiritual principle number 6, we believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe that God is personal to all who feel this indwelling presence. And finally, spiritual principle number 7, we believe in a direct revelation of truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God. So this month, as we've been working with our theme, Fully Robed, in these last 2 weeks, we've come to understand that there is no power in the sword. And though we are fully robed, really and truly, there is no power in the robe itself. The robe is just there to point you back to the self. You know what I mean? The robe is there to remind you that the power is in you. The power is in you. So what exactly is this power that is within you? What exactly is this power that is within me? It is our ability to be still and to listen. It is our ability to be still and to listen. Mark Nepo offers that there are 7,000 ways to listen. Let me give it to you again. It was a little distraction because this point is important. There are 7,000 ways to listen. And when we listen, we stay close. We can explore and we can experience the sacredness in our own being. He says that listening is the doorway to everything that matters. Listening is the doorway to everything that matters. Now, in this teaching, we say, change your thinking, change your life. We don't say, overthink it. So you should tell your neighbor, change your thinking, don't overthink. And tell them again, change your thinking, don't overthink. Don't overthink. Take up thy sword, put on thy robe. Don't overthink. Take the truth you got and work with it. Don't overthink. Stop fighting. Don't run. Walk. Don't overthink. And today, let us consider then, be still and listen. Don't overthink. Change your thinking. Don't overthink. Be still and listen. Our principle states that the highest God, which is the kingdom of God, and the source and the substance of God, and that the innermost God, the still small voice within us, is one God. It's one God. High and holy ideas, insight and revelation, deep understanding, and the still small voice within us, the highest God and the innermost God, is one. And we've got to be still and listen. The last 2 weeks, we've been working with moving from our idea of God and to an idea of God is. We said that God is omnipotence. We said that God is omnipresence. And today, let us add that God is omniscience. That is all-knowing, aware, awareness itself, and understanding. God is omniscious. And since you are God-like, and since I am God-like, then you are, and I am, all-knowing. There is a deep level of awareness within me, and there is a deep level of awareness in you. So much more that you don't know. You know, I started doing these little reels on Instagram to try to let people know what we're going to be talking about on Sunday. It's 30 seconds. And so this morning I said, what I'm thinking about is spiritual maturity. And that means that we've come to, you'll know you're spiritual mature when you come to know that you don't know. That you don't know everything. And yet there's so much more to know. It's infinite. Spiritual maturity. So, Oliver Wendell Holmes said this. He said that a mind that is stretched by a new experience can never go back to its old dimensions. A mind, let me say it like this, a mind that listens can never go back to what it used to listen to. For us, it is coming to understand that life, for us, we don't live it where we feel like we are self-contained. We know everything. Rather, ours is an experience of coming to understand that we contain all of life within us. There is a distinct distinction to be made in thinking that life that you live a life that is self-contained versus living a life understanding that all of life is contained within you. You listen different when you know that to be the truth. So, this spirit, this awareness that is within us, it is always imparting truth. And we are learning to become receptive to it. We used to believe that there was an intermediary, that God would only speak to others, not to us, not through us. And we would treat these people with a great deal of reverence. We used to believe that. We don't believe that no more. Now you know that there are 7,000 ways to listen. And when you make up your mind to receive the truth, it will speak. When you make up your mind to hear the truth, it will show you its way. And here's where the rubber meets the road, because each of us have got to make up our mind. Each of us have got to make up our mind to receive it. Tell your neighbor, make up your mind. And tell another neighbor, make up your mind. Because when you make up your mind, then what that means is you've got to make time. You've got to make time to practice. You've got to make time to be still. You've got to make time to listen. You've got to make time to quiet the inside talk, the inside chatter down. Not only do you have to make time for it, you have to make room for it. You have to make room for it. You have to be willing to let go of the old so that you can hold something new. You have to be willing to let go of the doubt. You have to be willing to let go of the fear. You have to be willing to let go of the worry. You got to be willing to let go, and to let it. When you make up your mind, this is what it means. I should probably add in right here. This would be a good opportunity to remind you of the importance of taking classes. The importance of being a part of a book study. See, Sunday mornings, it can't get you what it is that you are seeking. It won't ever get you that. It'll point you to the way. But then you've got to make up your mind to meditate and contemplate and to pray, to journal, to vision, to meditate, to contemplate, to pray, to vision, to journal, to meditate, to contemplate, to pray, to vision, to journal, to meditate, contemplate, to pray, vision, journal. Y'all with me? To meditate, to contemplate, pray, to vision, to journal. You got to take a class. You just do. You got to be a part of a book study. It's not an option. You do. You got to make up your mind. That's what making up your mind means. It doesn't mean coming here on Sunday. It doesn't. I'm being honest. Joel Goldsmith says that the spirit, it does not shout above the noise. And that's why you've got to take classes. That's why you've got to be in contemplation. That's why you've got to be in meditation. It does not shout above the noise. And I've learned that it doesn't matter whether the noise is audible, that people can hear you shouting, screaming, acting a fool, or even if people can't hear you shouting, screaming, and acting a fool. It's still noise. It's all noise. But the Spirit does not shout above the noise. Our principle states that we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty. God is omniscious, aware, all-knowing. What makes Spirit in you omniscious is because it is all-knowing and it is aware that it is all-knowing. We said that we believe that this one manifests itself in and through all creation, and yet it is not absorbed by its creation. In other words, we are free to experience discord and other conditions in our life. The Spirit does not infringe upon us. If you want to be in hell, be in hell. You want to talk about your pain? Talk about your pain. You want to talk about the money you ain't got? Talk about the money you ain't got. You want to talk about the man you ain't got? Talk about the man you ain't got. It doesn't infringe upon us. We're free to experience these kind of conditions that might lead us to think that we are alone and in this world by ourselves. Might leave us in our humanness, thinking that we are self-contained, forgetting that all of life is contained within us. So we fight these fists when it's things that we don't like, to try to change it, instead of getting still and listening. So not only do we have to listen, we have to invite the Spirit in. Not only do you have to listen, you have to invite it in. Ernest Holmes says that the Spirit can only do for us what it can do through us. And in his book, The Science of Mind, on page 141, he says this. He says that the law of life is a law of thought, an activity of consciousness. The power flows through us. That's the first time he said it in one paragraph. The Spirit can do for us only what it can do through us. 2 times he said it. Unless we are able to provide the consciousness, it cannot make the gift. The power behind all things is without limit. The power behind all things is without limit, but in working for us, it must work through us. Realizing then that while the power is limitless, it must become operative through our own thought. We shall see that what we need is not some greater power, but a greater consciousness, a deeper realization of life, a more sublime concept of being, a more intimate concept of an already indwelling God who is personal to us by virtue of being personified through us. It has no limits. It is omniscience. But you and I will never come to know it until we invite it in. In the Bible, it is said, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock." It is the Spirit in you that is standing at the door of your own consciousness and knocking. Right? Let me in, let me in. And some of y'all not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. You know what I'm saying? I stand at the door and knock. And some of you, no way. So, it is the inviting in of the Spirit that doeth the work. It is the inviting in of the Spirit that quietens down the noise. But until you invite it in, there will be no quietening down of the noise. Invite it in so that you can listen. Mark Nepo said that everything that matters is found on the other side of the noise. Everything that matters is found on the other side of the noise. See, in treatment, in prayer, one thing that's fundamental is that you have to listen. Listening is a part of the treatment. If you just pray and give it to God and don't take time to listen, you might as well not pray. It's that important. It is a part of the treatment. I was thinking about when we were out looking for a new building. So we came to this building, and it didn't look like this our first visits. As a matter of fact, where that first bathroom is, there was a wall that went straight across. And the committee, we were talking about how the space could work. And we went back and forth, and we had decided, oh, well, we could get creative, and the children could do this, and we could do that, and oh, we can make it work. And then one day, I got still. I got quiet, and I listened. And the divine spirit in my spirit spoke. I heard, I listened. This is not going to work for us. We don't have any place for our children. I can't see it. This is not going to work. I called Betty, who was the board president and a part of the committee. I said, Betty, it's not going to work. We need to keep looking. We need space for our children. Less than 24 hours, the owner calls and says, hey, how about 800 more square feet? How about it? Where? Oh, we're just going to knock the wall down. Come and see it. You have to listen. Listening is a part of the treatment. It's a part of the prayer. You can't separate listening out from the treatment. Some of us think that our prayers and our treatments haven't been answered. No, it's not that the treatment and the prayer hasn't been answered. You just haven't got still, and you just haven't listened. That's all. Mark Nepo says that when we can listen to our own authority of being, a drop at a time, we realign with the majesty of life itself. One drop at a time, one moment at a time, to listen. So often, as I said, we think that prayer is a singular act, and it's not. You've got to include listening. Mark Nepo, in his book, he said in his book, 7,000 Ways to Listen, he shared that he came up with the title of this book because he had a friend that he was talking to who is a linguistic. And his friend was sharing with him that there are 7,000 languages. And so when he went home that night, he started thinking about the conversation that he was having with his friend, that there are 7,000 languages. And as he drifted off, it came to him that, well, there must be 7,000 ways to listen. If there's 7,000 languages. And then last night when I was thinking about the message, I thought, well, if there's 7,000 languages and there's 7,000 ways to listen, there must be 7,000 ways to forgive. There must be 7,000 ways to live. There must be 7,000 ways to pray. There must be 7,000 ways to love. There must be 7,000 ways to give thanks. There must be 7,000 ways to love. There must be 7,000 ways to think about something. There must be 7,000 perspectives in the one little thing that you're thinking about. There must be 7,000 ways to love. There must be 7,000 ways to forgive. There must be 7,000 ways to get. There must be 7,000 ways to give. There must be 7,000 ways to pray. There must be 7,000 ways to dance. There must be 7,000 ways to shout. There must be 7,000 ways to listen. There must be 7,000 ways to forgive. It must be. It must be. It must be. When we can get still and listen, the enormity of it all comes back into God is omniscient. And all that it knows, I know. All that it knows, I know. Practitioners, join me, please. As we take a moment simply to further anchor the word, as we move into prayer, let us just come together knowing truly there is one life. It is omnipotence. It is omnipresence. It is omniscience. It is, and we are. It imparts and we receive. It tells and we understand. It gives and we take. And knowing this, I affirm and know then that we can never be separate and apart from it and its allness, everything that it is. We can never be separate and apart from the infinite mind. The infinite mind is in us. It is us. It is flowing through us. The highest and the holiest ideas to move us into action, into forgiving, into loving, into living, into seeing something new and sensing something more. I know today then that there could be no small thinking, nothing that we believed in the past that can trump what we have come to deeply believe in this moment. The avenue is direct. Spirit is always speaking to us. So I affirm for you as I affirm for myself that today I will be still. I don't know it all. I will listen because what it says, it is pulling, what it says is coming from the infinite possibilities. Forever and ever expanding, offering to me something more to consider about this thing. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. I affirm for you as I affirm for myself, there are 7,000 ways. 7,000 ways to forgive, and 7,000 ways to live, and 7,000 ways to love, and 7,000 different perspectives to consider, and 7,000 ways to receive, and 7,000 ways to give, 7,000 ways to pray. Oh, I do give great, great thanks to be able to speak these words today, to have them come alive in us in such a way that each one of us becomes a vessel to listen, that as the Spirit knocks, we invite it in. This is good. This is oh so good, and I'm so grateful to be able to speak these words. Let us now just gather the words and the song and the looks and the hugs and the love within ourselves in such a way that we become the words, we become the love, we become the hugs, we become the music, we become a muse, we become the living expression of God Almighty itself, a representation of it. This is good. And I am grateful. And as we take these words in, we just simply turn it over into the law of mind, letting it go. As we move ourselves into a stance of acceptance, we let it be so. And we come together in agreement then by saying, and so it is.
Father, today I only hear your voice. In deep silence, I come to hear your voice. And to receive your word, I have no prayer but this. I come to ask you for the truth. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Father, today I only hear your voice. I come to you to ask you for the truth. And truth is but your will, which I will share with you. In its stillness, hallowed by his love, God tells us of a will. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Father, today I only hear your voice. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Let every voice but God's be still in me. Father, today I only hear your voice. Let every voice but God's be still. Oh, let every voice but God's be still. Oh, yeah. Father, today I only hear your voice. Oh, yeah. Oh, be still in me. Let every voice but God's be still.
And so it is. So it is. Yeah. So as our practitioners are taking their seats, I want to invite our ushers forward as we prepare ourselves to move into prayer, to move into a time of coming together to share and to give to the center I want to ask you now in this moment, if you would, to take out your gifts, your tithes, and your offerings as we take a moment just to acknowledge those who give online, those who have already given. We bring it all into the storehouse. Why don't you join me and turn it within as we move into prayer, acknowledging right here and right now the ultimate, the all, the authority, the one life, the one mind, that which is omniscious, omnipotent, and everywhere present. We acknowledge it. And as we do, we just simply allow our awareness then to come to know that it is inexhaustible in its giving, never giving of itself to itself and through itself. From that place and that space of joy, then, we come together to give to the center of peace, where I know surely that every cent that we receive, that it moves us forward out in this world in a way so expressed that we affirm and know that all of life is contained within us. I know that all that we receive, that it moves us out into the world, creating an even more sacred space and an even more safe place for anybody and everybody who is ready to be still and listen. I know, just as we are blessed too, that the giver is blessed 1,000,000 times fold. Simply, it can be no other way. So for every cent that we receive, I do give thanks. I truly do give thanks. And so it is.
If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I do believe I will receive. I will receive. I just have to know. I just have to know and then declare it to be so. With an open mind. With an open mind. Just a little bit of time. Just a little bit of time now. Serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know, and then declare it to be so with an open mind, and just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it is mine. I do believe I will receive. I just have to know.
And so it is. Yes. Yes, thank you. All right. We are here. We are ready to sing our closing song. I want to invite our choir members up to lead us in the singing of our closing song. I invite you to stand and join us in singing our release. Again, you can find the lyrics to the song by downloading the QR code. The lyrics there's some lyrics that are printed as well that you can join us in singing along. I also want to take an opportunity to remind you that our practitioners are available for prayer after service. They have on the purple stalls. Please do, if you're in need of prayer, find one of our practitioners to join you in knowing the truth with you, for you, and about you. Your time with the practitioners, you should know, is a time of great reverence and confidence. We want you to know and feel like you can go to our practitioners and that they will hold you in prayer and hold whatever you share close to your heart, to their heart. Also want to just say again, happy birthday to everybody who's born in April. We do have some birthday cake, so happy birthday, everybody. All right, with that, I think we're ready to sing our closing song.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you're discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you have got to let it go. Let it go. Let it all go. Let it go. Let it go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife, and no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. I'm only here for God. No more strife. No more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Yes, and so as we are journeying throughout our week, let me remind you of this. Change your thinking. Don't overthink. Be still and listen. And so it is.